Hey guys, Fusion here, back with another video, and in today's video we're actually going to be doing something different. I have this Rocket League clip that I'm about to show you, and it will be played on screen over my audio, and I'll talk you through it. This is probably the best game I've played in a long time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So if I just start the clip, you can see currently I hit the kickoff and we continue playing. And she haven't played Rocket League in the past. This is Dropshot. Basically, you damage the opponent's side. As you can see there, I just stopped that person from doing it. And whoever touches it last, depending on which team does it. So, for example, if a red team hits onto the red side, it won't cause any damage. But if a red team hits on the blue side or vice versa, then it will do damage. And when you do damage, it will open up a hole over time if you do enough damage. And then you can score a goal. And as you can see on the top of the screen, you have the time. So currently nearly 4 minutes to go, so yeah. So as you can see, one of my teammates opened up a massive hole to begin with, which is pretty good. And I must say, in this game there were a lot of saves by both teams equally. As you can see, that was definitely a save. Tino, that no one stopped it apart from him. That would have easily went in by me or another teammate. So they managed to damage our half, and I pinch it back to my teammates so they can clear the ball. And Olive, this one in particular, sorry if I said your name wrong, but this one in particular was really good actually. I must say, like, they scored a goal already. I think it was an own goal, I'm not too sure. But they just kept hitting every single ball, and it was mainly on target, so yeah. So currently no damage taken. Blue member manages to do some damage, and I missed the ball completely. I don't know what I was doing there. And yeah, Coco, can't read their name currently, but Coco, I'll just call him Coco. Coco managed to, Coco Bizarre managed to save that shot from taking any damage. And unluckily I would inch off, but Olive once again manages to stop me from doing that and damage our half, which is pretty good. So I tried to stop them from stopping my shot, but they managed to counter it, and they had a pretty good counter there. They only did a bit of damage, so I wasn't too bothered about that. Although once again with that shot I managed to block it, and now Olive once again, holy, he's got us a lot of shots, and I must say that was probably a really good shot, but it was just too easy to save. Moving on, we have one of my teammates attempting to stop the ball, and they don't manage to do it, but I come on with the aerial and just miss it by an inch. Luckily Coco Bizarre manages to stop that, and we score. Olive attempts to stop it, but it was no goal in the end. So now I go for the aerial, and I don't know what my teammate was doing. He was doing really well, but they just stopped. I don't know what they were actually doing, so they managed to do a lot of damage at the beginning. I managed to clear the ball, I tried to pinch it away, couldn't. Olive trying to make a dent, and his teammate can't pronounce that, but his teammate manages to somehow do more damage. They have really good counter attacks to do, so honestly I was clueless what I was doing at this stage. So Soy El Tino tried to do some damage. I almost own goaled it, but luckily I didn't, because I know how to control the power I put into the ball. And then one of my teammates nearly own goaled it, and then Olive scored in the end, which is kind of sad. Moving on, I go for an aerial, and my teammate manages to get the ball, allowing me to demolish someone. If you don't know, if you run that into an opponent at super fast speed, it will actually damage them, and they'll be out of the game temporarily for about 3 seconds before they spawn back at a spawn pad, which are indestructible, and you can't see them. So Olive once again with that amazing shot. Luckily my teammate stops him. As you can see, just a quick thing to know, when whoever hits it, the ball changes colour. So red team just hit the ball, that's why it's shining red, the ball outline. My teammate just hit it there, so that's why it's blue. We are blue team, this is the red team. Currently losing 2-1, which is pretty bad, with only 59 minutes to go, but luckily a goal happened. I think that was an own goal by the teammate. I'm 99% sure that was. So then my teammate manages to hit the ball, but luckily Oliver manages to counter that aerial, which is when you lift your car into the air. Next, I know I can't get that shot, so I don't decide to. But luckily my teammate sees that I can't get that shot, so they help me out. So I tried to do some damage, but Soil, Tenno or Olive just managed to get it into our half, doing some damage. Pretty good. Then I think someone either left the game or got demolished there, I can't really tell. And then yeah, I managed to redirect it back onto their half and made a massive dent in theirs. If you hit it at a certain spot, it does ultra damage, which is what I got. You get 160 points for doing it. Almost hits the goal, which would have been extremely bad as it was only 8 seconds left until overtime. And that obviously issue, which football in the past you would obviously know, or any other sport, you would obviously know overtime happens if both scores are tied. So I managed to get the aerial easily, and my teammate somehow managed to mess that up, but Coco Bizarre, I don't know where he's going, but I think they were trying to save the shot. The amazing teamwork right down the red team, and luckily Coco Bizarre saved that shot. I would have been there anyway in case they missed it. At this stage I was guarding pretty much every single hole that we had to make sure they didn't score. I tried my very best, so yeah, Olive there. I hit Olive, and I'm very lucky that did not go in. I could have easily ended the game straight away. Then my teammate hits it back into their half, but they managed to redirect it away, which is pretty good. And then Soyotano tries to get it into our half, but luckily I'm there just to stop the goal at the last second. If I didn't breach, I breached it 1 second later, it would have been a goal. And they did ultra damage to our half in overtime, so that's not very good connect goal wins in Rocket League. Doesn't matter how long the game goes on for, it could be 10 minutes, but next goal always wins after overtime. Going for a shot. Riku 165 blocks it. I go in for another save. Coco Bizarre almost own goals it, but luckily my other teammate stops that. You can't really stop every single own goal, but luckily they did. Sometimes you gotta save it and then risk an own goal, so you gotta trust your teammates. So luckily it was all about teammates pretty much. So Tino trying to go for that shot. Olive almost shooting, but I think someone near Coco Bizarre or my other teammate manages to stop that. Riku almost home calls it again. I have no idea why they kept doing that. I don't think they were doing it on purpose, but still pretty bad. Then after that we have Soyotano going up to the ball, and then my teammate just missed it, but luckily that wasn't gonna go in anyway. One of the red team players, as you can see just now, tried to make me a goal there, but I stopped him from doing that. Olive over here trying to stop that ball, misses it unfortunately. Coco managing to stop them from doing any more damage, but it didn't end up very well. Olive with that massive counter attack. Almost an amazing assist there, I can't lie. And that was a horrible aerial by me, that was not going to go in the ball. Almost a goal, but Coco Bizarre managed to stop it, and same with Hiroku once again. Like I said, you need teamwork. There was no way it was going to stop that from going in without risking another own goal. If there was only one person there, they would have hit it somewhere else that wouldn't have caused anything to do with an own goal. But they can rely on their own teammate, but unfortunately we lost in the end because they managed to counter attack. Anyway, both teams played really well, so GG's.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.